Hey, what's happening YouTube? Welcome back to take a look at another beer. Going to take a look at another one that comes from Midhouse Brewery. I had just recently done a review on one of their beers, which was a lager. I'm actually going to take a look at their Pilsner this time. And of course, they are out of Monroe, Wisconsin. It is their Simpler Times brand. As you can see there, the Pilsner beer. Not too much really about it on the can, but any details on the beer, I'll put that in the description as usual. Something I didn't mention before about Midhouse Craft Brewery is that they are actually the second oldest brewery in the country. So Yuengling is the oldest, and they are second right behind them. Let's go ahead and get this open and get it into the glass, and let's see what the Pilsner has to offer. When I did the lager, I wasn't as thrown back by that one, so I'm hoping the Pilsner does deliver something else more appetizing. So there we go. We get the Pilsner in the glass. I'm just going to use a regular old American shaker pint here. As you can see there, lots of lively carbonation taking place, lots of good clarity on the head itself. Just off-white, kind of eggshell type white color. Some tiny little bubbles in the head, some nice foaminess on the head. Although it does look like it's going to dissipate pretty quickly here as it's shrinking down. Started out about a 2 to 3 finger head, I think, and now it's about 1 to 2. So going down pretty quickly. On the aroma, getting a lot of the malt action straightforward out of it, not getting too much of the hops. Usually on a Pilsner, kind of expect that in that regard. Now, I don't have the IBU listed, and if I find out, I'll get that noted as well. But it has like a kind of cleanliness with the smell. It almost has a little bit of a faint, like, I guess I would say like maybe a floral type smell in the background. But very interesting. As far as the taste isn't too bad. I'm getting some slight bitterness to the front of the tongue. It does have that watery texture, but you kind of expect that on a Pilsner. Not as bad as some of the other ones I've had. You know, this one at 5.5% seems to hold a little bit stronger. On the back end, it does have a nice crisp break, showing a little bit of a refreshing quality, and sits not too bad on the palate. Carbonation is pretty much fine. Medium body on the beer. The beer has somewhat of a duration of the flavor in the mouth, so it does kick around a little bit. Again, this is kind of a lower cost brand, so it's not going to set you back on $8 if you're trying to save a little bit of bucks. I think a 6-pack of this out at Trader Joe's was, if I'm correct, I want to say it was around like $3.99 or $4 in that area. I just picked up one just to kind of just taste it out as far as like one of the value type beers, and when I hold it up against some of the other ones kind of in that category, I think this one actually holds up pretty much against them, and actually might be a little bit cheaper. But if you're looking for a beer that might save you some bucks, give you a little bit of a kick, and give you that nice Pilsner feel, this one isn't going to be one that's going to be too bad to do that with. So I think as far as a rating on this one, I think it does have some drinkability with it. So I'm going to actually give this one a 2.5, so that would be a C for me. Nothing to really make it stand out, but as far as if I'm looking for a cheap beer, this one can easily fill the need in that regard. So for those of you looking to save some bucks, Simpler Times Pilsner, that's kind of neat. So there you have it. Well, thanks again for swinging by. Check out another video. Hopefully you like what you saw there, and please remember to like, rate, subscribe, all that kind of jazz, and leave any comments if you had this one. Let me know what you think. With that, I'm going to go ahead and say cheers, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Keep drinking good craft beer. Cheers.